Carter Godwin Woodson was born in New Canton, Virginia, on December 19, 1875, in the United States. An American historian who established black studies as a legitimate academic discipline and popularized it in American high schools and colleges. He started what is now known as Black History Month in 1915, earning him the title, Father of African History. Woodson, whose parents were once slaves, was born into a low-income family that emigrated to West Virginia, where he worked in the coal mines to support himself and his family. He had to wait until he was 20 years old before he could afford to start high school. In less than 2 years after graduating, he began writing and teaching high school. He completed his studies at the University of Chicago, where he earned a master's degree and a second bachelor's degree in 1908. Before that, he went to Berea College in Kentucky, where he graduated with a bachelor's degree in 1903. After W.E.B. Du Bois, he was the second African American to receive a Ph.D. from Harvard University in 1912. He established the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, now known as the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, with 4 other individuals in 1915. This organization promoted scholarly investigation into the history of black people. In the past, historians who accepted and upheld a skewed view of black people's position in and effect on American and international politics typically overlooked or misrepresented this field of research. The Journal of Negro History, the association's leading academic journal, debuted in 1916 with an issue that Woodson edited. Under his leadership, the journal remained a significant historical periodical for more than 30 years before changing its name to the Journal of African American History in 2002. In 1937 he launched the Negro History Bulletin, also renamed to Black History Bulletin in 2002. At Howard University in Washington, D.C., between 1919 to 1920, Woodson served as Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and head of the graduate faculty. From 1920 to 1922, he served as Dean of West Virginia State College. After that, he conducted independent research from his home in Washington, D.C., and served as the organization's president. While living in West Virginia, he also established and rose to the position of president of Associated Publishers, a publishing house that specialized in writing books about black culture and life, subjects that were mostly overlooked by American book publishers. In order to commemorate African accomplishments, Woodson rallied his college fraternity, Omega Psi Phi, in 1924 to establish Negro History in Literary Week. He expanded on that work by launching Negro History Week in February 1926 through the Association for the Study of Black Life and History. He made the month of February his choice so that the occasion would fall on February 14 for Frederick Douglass, a significant figure in black history, and February 12 for Abraham Lincoln. Early in the 1940s, Negro History Week became Negro History Month in some locations, and in 1976, more than 20 years after Woodson's passing, U.S. President Gerald Ford urged people to acknowledge and celebrate Black History Month. Woodson wrote numerous books, including The Education of the Negro Prior to 1861, 1915, A Century of Negro Migration, 1918, and The Negro in Our History, 1922. In his book, The Miseducation of the Negro, 1933, Woodson argued that American schools and the manner in which they taught the country's history were harming black Americans. He said, and I quote, "The same educational process which inspires and stimulates the oppressor with the thought that he is everything and has accomplished everything worthwhile, depresses and crushes at the same time the spark of genius in the Negro by making him feel that his race does not amount to much and never will measure up to the standards of other peoples." At the time of his passing, on 3 April 1950, Woodson was working on a planned 6-volume Encyclopedia Africana. Please also check out our other video on Black inventors. Thanks for watching.